Hey guys, welcome back to Rippin' Quads. Today we're going to be compare and contrasting the GoPro Hero 5 Black and the GoPro Hero 4 Silver. We're going to be seeing which one is better. Of course, this is the older one and this is the next model, 5 and the 4. But we're going to be seeing which one the battery lasts longer, which one has a better camera quality, which one has a better speaker, which one has a better exposure level. Let's get into it. Let's do it. Turn on the GoPro Hero 5 and turn on the GoPro Hero 4. You hear this one is more or less of the sound, this one's a little bit more. So we have 4K 30, full battery, 4K 30. Let's start recording on both and see how it does in direct sunlight. Perfect. So as you guys can see, guys, let's get into the video with the pricing. So the GoPro Hero 5, being the newer version, comes in $500 with 3 batteries and a stick. The GoPro Hero 4, on the other side, comes in $300 with a stick and 3 batteries. Well, of course, we see the price difference. This one's cheaper and this one's more expensive. But why is this more expensive than the GoPro Hero 4? Does it matter, or is it still the same exact level? So let's check out the range. Both of these cameras have a 4K 30 wide lens camera and have different exposure levels that you can adjust to how you like it. Both of these cameras have a small battery. Let me show you guys. So the GoPro Hero 4 has a 3.8 volt battery like this, using Batmax, by the way. And the GoPro Hero 5, it uses Wasabi battery, which is a little bit more bigger, and it's a 3.85 volts. You see the difference? That's a bit of a difference there. Also, what we see with the GoPro 5 is that the SD card slot is in here, which is a little bit uncomfortable because you always have to take out the battery. SD card goes inside, and there's always problems. If you get it to hurt too much, then the front display wouldn't work. With the GoPro Hero 4, that problem is actually not a problem, because they basically, what they did is they put the SD card slot on the side, so it would be easier to get it out right here. I wish they did that with the GoPro Hero 4. Old is gold, so yeah. But we do have the connection ports and all of that on this side, and we have the repairment slot right here, and the on button. With the GoPro Hero 5, we have the on button on the side, and we have to now take out the slot like this to charge the battery. Now we have a USB-C port as well as a mic port. Also, we take out the battery like this, and you click it in, which is pretty safe. So what I like about these two cameras, before we get into the review of the video about actually turning them on and recording with them, is that this one is bigger, and I like that it's still portable, but this one has a better battery life. This one has about 30 to 40, 50 minutes, 45 minutes of battery time. This one only has 30. So you can tell by that because the battery size isn't their volts. This one's obviously bigger, but they still have, the same dynamics. Actually, I'm not going to be using the screen for this one. There's actually a screen that you can pop on. So we're not going to be using that for this time, but let's start the test. First, let's see how they react to direct sunlight. We're going to be using ND16 filter for the Hero 4, and we're going to be using an ND64 filter for the GoPro Hero 5. GoPro 5. Since they have both filters on now, we're going to see how they do for direct sunlight. Let's get it. Perfect. So as you guys can see, we're now recording on both of the GoPros. Let's see how react Let's see how it reacts to direct sunlight. Let's try it out. Alright guys, we're recording on both the GoPro Hero 5 and the GoPro Hero 4. So first out, let's see how the audio is. 1, 2, 3 testing, ripping quads. Please subscribe. We'll see which one's better. I'm pretty sure the Hero 5 is better because it's more raw and it's a newer model. Let's see how the camera quality is. I'm gonna come up with this right here. And now let's see how the steadiness is. I'm on rock steady on both of them. Let's see how good it is. Perfect. So basically that's both of these GoPros, and we're gonna see which one is better. Alright guys, so as we just saw in the comparison video, clearly the GoPro Hero 4 does better in audio than the GoPro Hero 5. It's because the audio ports are way more open, and unfortunately they made the GoPro Hero 4 or 5 like this, that the audio ports are closed. But you can always take this off like this so you get better audio. But if you want to protect it from dust and stuff like that, I would recommend, closing it up. Sad that they didn't make any holes or anything like that. But that's the problem with bad manufacturers of making, stuff like this. So by the video, the GoPro Hero 4 did better in the video of exposure. So its exposure and contrast and saturation is way better than the GoPro Hero 5. I think it's because its auto settings are way better than any other GoPro, because you don't really need to manually do it. Like the GoPro Hero 5, you have to manually do it, but it's still, bad at the end. So that's a plus with the Hero 4. It's looking pretty much better than the GoPro Hero 5. So what I recommend also by the stabilization would be the GoPro Hero 5. It's way better, has a way better, aperture, and it's just a better FOV in total, Therefore, I think it's better of a stabilization camera than the GoPro Hero 4. So what should you purchase in 2025 between the GoPro Hero 5 or Hero 4? I think you should full on go for the 5, in my opinion. Yes, the 4 is a great option. You should definitely buy that. But the 5, in my opinion, is because it has more flexibility and it has a better, aperture. So it's more wider video, better stabilization than the actual Hero 4 because it has a small aperture. You see the difference? This one has a big one. Also, the camera lens is more protected by this guard, and the battery is more. So, yeah, definitely focus on buying the Hero 5 for your FPV drone. Yep, it's more heavy. Yep, that's true. But I promise it's going to be a better fit for you as a drone pilot than, any other action camera out there. Yeah, of course, you can get the session and all of that, but I wouldn't recommend doing that if you're not as experienced to, use a GoPro. You should definitely get the 5. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe.